Hmm. Hey guys, this is Professor Game here, and today I'm really excited about two new changes coming to Hearthstone. Hearthstone is probably it wasn't the first collectible card game I played, but it's the one that I've played for the longest and put the most into. And I'd probably say I'm probably the best at out of all of them: Duelist, Soulforge, Shadowverse. I think I spend so much time watching Hearthstone videos and that kind of stuff. But one of the biggest changes, I've talked about this in some of my other videos and when I've been streaming Duelist, is that it really sucks that Hearthstone, after you get past rank 20, you have ladder climbing anxiety or ladder anxiety. Sorry about that. I live very close to a hospital, so that's why it's kind of loud sometimes. Anyway, so ladder anxiety. So you get past rank 20 and you're playing and you're playing and you're winning, and then you lose some, and then you lose a lot, and then people just hate. Like, the highest I've ever reached in ladder is rank 7 with probably a year ago when Hunter was really doing well. And then I just stopped just because it was just too hard. I've always dreamed of hitting legend, but yeah, the falling down stuff just sucks. So if you look here, once a player hits rank 10, 15, 10, or 5, they will no longer be able to derank past that rank once. So that's awesome. I think that's going to encourage me especially, but also a lot of other players to rank up, and probably ranked will be a little bit more fair because more people will be playing ranked. The other big changes don't really apply to me, I guess partly because I've never played ranked a lot, but Small Town Buccaneer is down to 1. I think for regular players like you and like me, these don't really matter to us. I mean, we play Hearthstone while we would like to climb out to Legend. We play it for fun, and it hasn't been a lot of fun, especially with ranked being the way it was before. But yeah, I've seen Buccaneer and I've seen Spirit Claws. It definitely be nice that it'll be less prevalent in the future. I was watching Trump stream and he was talking about how with the decrease of aggro, Jade Druid or Druid Shaman or Shaman Druid are gonna dominate, and I think that kind of makes sense because they're sort of long-term decks. But it just, I mean, yeah, I think aggro on Hearthstone has always sucked. I'm sure there'll be other options besides Jade Druid and Shaman Druid in the future, so it shouldn't be something to worry about. That we'll just be facing Druids continuously in the future. The other big change that my favorite streamer Trump didn't get to talk about because I think it just must have popped last night in Western time, is we're not going to be seeing Azure Drake anymore. And Blizzard released this the Year of the Mammoth. So the first thing you guys are going to notice is in the next probably 2 weeks, we're not going to be able to, we will see the nerf to Spirit Claws and to Small Town Buccaneer, as well as would finally be able to ladder up, without too much anxiety. And then I think this probably by the end of March, I would say, we're gonna lose Azure Drake. And Blizzard lists the reason here. Azure Drake is a strong neutral card that ended up being a bit too versatile, and thus became one of the most played cards in the game. There should be more 5-drop options for players rather than considering Azure Drake and auto include. I totally agree with that. A few guys have talked about this before, is that one of the reasons Hearthstone is so still is that there are a lot of cards that are auto include, which shouldn't be. And I find a lot of games like Duelist, like Shadowverse, maybe Farrier perhaps, there's a lot more deck diversity because there are some, but there's not that many auto include cards. Sylvanas, similar to Azure Drake, it's hard to see a card at the 6 mana cost outvalue Sylvanas. In addition, Sylvanas has the most powerful Death Rattle effect in the game. As a comparison, the Priest card Mind Control costs 10 mana. We have exciting Death Rattle builds coming soon, and in combination with Sylvanas, they would be too powerful for standard. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Oh, I'm so glad to see Ragnaros, but Trump made another point. He's like, yeah, without Ragnaros, we won't be able to deal very well with high-end Jade targets. Ragnaros is a heavily played in both control and mid-range decks, and even shows up as a finisher in certain types of aggro decks. His high immediate value and strength at the 8 mana cost made the decision during deck building. Is this 8 mana minion better than Ragnar's? Rather than, is this 8 mana minion the best choice for my deck type? Dozens of cards in the 7 or 9 mana range never saw play because Ragnar's was always the easy choice in that range, and some decks only want to run one high cost card. Power overwhelming, yes. Finally, this will get rid of the Leroy Jenkins build. Some Reno-Lock decks, my favorite deck at the moment is Reno-Lock, has actually seen this power overwhelming. You get to, your opponent gets down to like 14 or 16 damage, 16 health I think, and with 2 power overwhelmings, so that'd be 10, 14, so 14 health, he can kill you in one turn, so it's a 8 mana combo. Also extremely mana efficient minion trades or high spikes of damage for only 1 mana. Keeping this card exclusive to Wild will prevent some crazy combinations and spike damage. Warlock decks also tend to use a lot of classic cards, so decks change less when new expansions release. This change will help increase the variety in Warlock decks. Yes, totally cool. Ice Lanch Freeze Mage is the fun deck and has been around for over 3 years now. We'd like to see more variety. Yes, totally agree with that. This move allows Freeze Mage to continue existing in Wild while creating more variety in Standard. Ice Lance also prevented us from making powerful spell damage cards and designs that allows you to duplicate your cards. Ice Lance was also a very high burst damage card, sometimes being a key component of 30 damage combos. Wow. Stealth is a very powerful mechanic and can also be frustrating, yes. I'm sure you guys have played this against with Miracle Road, and it's just irritating. Some guys can buff. What is that dude again? I can't remember his name. That rogue card. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, can buff a guy up to like 16, or even Questing Adventure is another one where they buff it and then conceal, and then they just kill you the next turn. Hearthstone should ultimately be a game of plays and counterplays, and the conceal makes it increasingly more difficult for other classes to interact with rogue minions as time goes on. We considered promoting Gadgetan Auctioneer to Wild instead, but in the end we decided to move Conceal because Auctioneer was proven to be one of the most skill testing cards in the game. I definitely agree with that. We think the power level of Auctioneer decreases with this change. Games where Auctioneer is played will be a bit more interactive. Okay, so less adventuring as well. You guys can read the rest of this. Anyway, this is it for me. This is a lot of interesting changes I'm going to be excited to see. I think right when Ghost Recon Wildlands and Mass Effect Andromeda comes out, this is all going to hit in Hearthstone, so it's going to be an exciting 2 to 3 months in gaming. Alright guys, this is Professor Gamer signing out. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't usually make videos like this, but I was so excited by the news that I had to make it. Alright guys, enjoy this. I'm going to be playing Grim Dawn on my Twitch in a bit. Take it easy and talk to you guys later.